Okay. I think I'm live. Let me just double check some stuff and make my post. Okay. Sorry. I'm only streaming to Twitch today because I'm using OBS now. And I'm using OBS now, and I didn't want to figure out how to also stream to YouTube. Okay. I probably still want to keep these tabs open. But other than that, let me just make sure the sound's on my. You can hear the sounds on my console. Okay. Okay. Got down my TV a little bit. I'm gonna get me a quick drink of water. So hot. Okay, I'm fine. Hey all, I'm Game 164, and welcome to finally, let's begin our Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness Nuzlocke. There are two versions of the game we can play, either the American version or the PAL version, which has a slightly different Lugia on the box. I don't know, with Dark Blue Lugia seen as too obscene? I don't know. But there wasn't any major differences from what I saw on like the cutting room floor or anything like that. So we'll just play the original English version. Well, not the original English version, but yeah. Today, yeah. So in case anyone doesn't know, a Nuzlocke is a challenge one where, well, I'll explain the Nuzlocke. I'll explain what Nuzlocke is after this first cutscene. But here we have a character. Now, normally whenever I play a Pokemon game, I name myself K. Or if I'm playing as a girl, I name myself J, and there's like some few other exceptions. But since this is not my character, I'm gonna name him. K. Yeah. Oh man, it looks so much better on the Switch too than it does playing off my GameCube. I mean my Wii. Here we have the Shadow Lugia. One of the most unique Pokemon ever created. And I do mean created, as we'll see for the story. So, what is a Nuzlocke? To put it simply, it's a challenge one that makes Pokemon games well, more difficult. We are only allowed to catch the first Pokemon on each route. If a Pokemon faints, they are considered dead, and we must nickname every Pokemon we obtain. And this is merely a tutorial battle, so we don't have to worry about winning or losing. And oh man, that's so close. And this game specifically is rather unique. They're all no wild Pokemon. Well, there's technically a few. No, that's not a good sign. There's only a few Pokemon we can obtain. In the wild, but every Pokemon in this game is very limited. There are only like 96 available Pokemon throughout the entire game. So we're allowed to use any of them as long as we can catch them. Alright, Kay. This will do for today. Nice try, Kay. You came up just a little short. Did you find a little disconcerting to be without your trusty Eevee? Still, your aptitude for battling is very acute. If you keep up your training, you will get tougher for sure. Ugh. Yeah, an entire battle was just a simulation. And every But yes, every Pokemon in this game can only be captured by, as we'll see later, can only be obtained by catching the Pokemon from other trainers. Because of that, I am allowed to use any Pokemon I obtain, but if I fail to catch them in that battle, I cannot try again. Hi, Kay. Have you finished training? Kay, this is the director's office. Did you want to pay a visit to Professor Crane? you don't need to be that stiffy, Official Lily. But oh yes, I've heard the battle coach singing high praise about you, Kay. I at the beginning of the stream where I just cannot read. I've heard that your battling skills have improved dramatically recently. That's outstanding, Kay. I sure don't think I'd stand much of a chance against you. I wish everyone wouldn't drown them with such gushing praise all the time. Yeah. My son and daughter will become spoiled rotten. There's nothing to worry about. Both Kay and Jovi are wonderful kids. I forgot every name in this game is capitalized. I should probably just have it be capital K. By the way, I don't think I've seen Jovi since lunchtime. Kay, I hate to bother you, but could you go find Jovi for me? Kay, I think you already know, but several research projects are in their critical phases in this lab. That's why your mother can't afford to take any time off right this instant. So please, honey, will you go find my Jovi for me? Thank you. I'm counting on you. I don't think she could have wandered off too far, but just in case, check outside too. Sorry, Kay. After 5 long years, this project's finally on the verge of coming together. But for that to happen, we can't do without your mother's expertise. Oh yes, I left PDA in the room. In your room, Kay. Go check it out. PDA stands for Pokemon Digital Assistant. PDA can be used for email, among other things. I'm sure you'll find its many features useful. It's quite easy to use, Kay. I'm sure you'll have no trouble figuring it out. On our first run-through areas, I'll definitely be reading a lot more and focusing on the story, but once we get... Hey, have you seen Jovi? We're playing hide and seek. But Jovi hasn't been gone for a while. Maybe she's playing in your room, Kay? Yeah, I definitely won't be won't be reading everything the second go around if we do end up having to reset. Yeah. It's Kay's room, but lately his kid sister appeared to have the one of the place. Hey, is there something on the decks? Something invisible and shiny, but also glowy. The PDA. 2K, Queen. If you're reading this email, then you must have opened the PDA. Try out its many features. By the way, Adon was playing hide and seek with Jovi. Why not have a chat with him? And yeah, that was the Adon with the guy we saw earlier. In our room, we have found 3 potions. Yeah, in the Oi games, instead of like little Pokeball items, these are the cute little Pokeball chests, which I always really liked the design of. Yeah. And actually, speaking of Pokemon, let's check out our Eevee. It's a female. She's a female Eevee. With a jolly nature, obtained from Kay's dad. This is a Generation 3 game, meaning the physical special split has not happened yet. So in this case, all normal type moves are physical, and all dark type moves are special. So special, despite bite being a physical action. One sec. What is the jolly nature again? I might change who I evolve you into. Speed will decrease in such. No. That. Well, the speed is good, but that special attack decreases. It's problematic. I don't think that changes my. I don't think that changes my choices though. Whoa, a Kecleon's hiding here. Wait, really? What? There's a cat. I never knew there was a Kecleon over here. Well, you started me. Oh, hi, it's you, Kay. It's me, Adam. You're looking for Jovi? We're supposed to be playing hide and seek right now, but isn't she around anywhere?
Mic off. Mic on.
Well, maybe she's gone off to Dr. Kamado's manor. Yeah, well, yeah, she went very far away. Yeah, she went very far away, like over a river and everything. Jovi's it in our game of hide and seek. I wish she'd find me soon. My back's starting to hurt. Yeah, Auntie's a... Huh. No. Hey, Kay, the lounge is noisy, so I'm going to see what the commotion's about. The TV news just came on, so maybe something big happened. Let's go see, Kay. Oh, it's one of my favorite songs in the game. Yeah, I love that jingle. We bring you OBS News. Authorities still have failed to find any traces of the cargo ship SS Libra since its sudden disappearance off the coast of Gatian port. There have been no reports of flotsam that may indicate the ship's sinking. The authorities appeared mystified by the way the ship vanished like smoke. There are reports of that numerous Pokemon were on board. Concern is rising over their welfare. Whoa, a cargo ship is carrying Pokemon disappeared without choice? Is that really possible? I'm finding it very hard to swallow. And then we have Craig's side. The sound from the TV appeared to be disturbing the Pokemon. Oh. I lost where I was exactly. But yeah, the game follows Gen 3. It's a Gen 3 game, so it follows Gen 3 rules. Well, we only have access to those Pokemon, and even a lesser amount of them than that, since there's only 83 Shadow Pokemon in this game, with a total of, I want to say, 90. 83 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 92. I want to say about 92 Pokemon available. Wait, who goes there? Oh no, it's Chobin. You must be a burglar. Chobin will put you straight. Don't you move. Chobin's the name, and Chobin is the #1 assistant to Dr. Kamiko. Chobin is the only assistant, so Chobin has to be the #1 assistant. Kamiko's aide, Chobin, would like to battle. Yes, welcome to the Ori region. The region of incredibly weird names. And characters with enormous feet. And here we have our first official battle. Level 10 Eevee versus the level 5 Sunken. I'm surprised it's gonna take more than one hit. But look at these animations, man. Man, I really hope man, if you almost back doing like Sword and Shield when that game was being released, this was one of the games that people. This was one of the major games people were comparing it to, wanting Sword and Shield animation to be like this. Oh no! I'm a coffin given the body of a man. It does good videos. You made Chobin angry now. Even though Chobin lost, you're still not going to get past Chobin. Huh? Upon close observation revealed that the subject is a child. Ergo, the subject is not a burglar. Aha! Chobin wishes you spoke up right away. UK? Chobin apologizes for jumping to the wrong conclusion. Where did your feet end and where did your legs end and your shoes begin? Oh, Big Brother, what are you doing here? Oh, Joby gets it. Big Brother, you got lost, didn't you? Sure, let's go with that. Joey thought so, Big Brother. You look dependable, but then you make silly mistakes. This big house is Dr. Kamiko's. Dr. Kamiko's job is to make incredible inventions. There's a whole bunch of neat machines like they have at the Pokemon HQ lab. You should come in too, Big Brother. Okay, aren't you that girl's over the water? Another. Okay, you're that girl's over the water. Sometimes she comes here. She wanders around everywhere. Chobin finds it hard to keep an eye on her so that she does not bother the doctor. Oh yes, Kay, you You will have a look at Dr. Kamiko's inventions, you will, yes? Okay, this way, please. Follow Children! I have no idea what voice I'm trying to give that guy. Give him, but I love the way I say Children! Honestly, this entire area would probably creep me the heck out as a kid. Knowing me, I'm not sure if I would have even been able to get to the other side of that field this field. It's a very not out of pocket, but it's very out of the ordinary area. Okay, Jobin will show you the inventions of the great Dr. Kamiko. Dr. Kamiko's inventions. It need to be said. Oh, #1 in the world. Chobin is full of admiration. Oh, what is Chobin? No, that they are the #1 worldwide. Does that need explaining? In the whole wide world, no one but Dr. Kamiko would invent such inventions. Therefore, they're the #1 in the world without question. Okay, I'm done. Ugh. Oh, Dr. Kamiko, who is virtually great, is inventing in that room there. Ugh. Hi, Doctor. What kind of funny machine are you making this time? Jovi wants to know. Uh-oh, that girl is at Dr. Kamiko's side again. Children! Hope she is causing no disturbance. Anyway, let Chobin acquire you. Let Chobin acquaint you with some of Dr. Kamiko's greatest inventions. Let the VCR. Oh man, how many people playing this game? How many people playing this game yesterday and today even know what a VCR is? Basically, it's a CD/DVD player before CD/DVD player. Which I may Dr. Kamiko's inventions are #1 in the world. Chobin choice is the unhealthy sandals. The insole is studded with lumpy nubs that fare to stimulate every pressure point in a fabulous way. Keep wearing these, and Chobin will guarantee painful feet and chronic worsening of your health. Chobin thinks it is superlative. Incredible, is it not? There's so much more than that, too. The doctor's inventions, which are fantastic, can be seen on this monitor. Chobin gives you permission to use anytime you like. Sure, he's got... Sure. Anything else? The power-draining light bulb. At first glance, an ordinary plain light bulb. Well, but it gulps electricity 10 times the normal weight. The electricity pills will grow shockingly. I didn't know he had multiple of these. Well, the jet vacuum cleaner. Whatever sucks up, it blows out the rear using powerful jet propulsion and shred the dust and the fine particles. The more you vacuum, the more your room gets covered in an invisible coat of dust from corner to corner. That sounds awful. Power-saving refrigerator. Okay, that doesn't sound bad. Purpose is to conserve power, so you won't be mistaking. If the purpose is to conserve power, you won't be making a mistake with this refrigerator. Ultra energy saver. Usually stays off. It turns on when a sensor detects something's in front of it. Food goes bad right away. No one knows why. Okay, well, you almost had me. Time cut recorder. Still going with this. It works with your video deck when you're recording a TV program. This device enter recording 5 minutes early. Why would you want that? Also, who know? Also, I don't even think even recording stuff like that was even a thing back then. I do remember recording some stuff, just not with a like a tape, like with a program. You record a movie, you'll be at the best part at the end, once suddenly the screen goes blank. Corbin things are astonishing. Oh yes, the best part of the movie, the credits. Discount calendar. It will amaze you. It only has 300 days in a year. Anyone using the 65 days a year will lose. The Pokeball. Oh no. Not just it's not a ball, it's a pole. Just like a Pokeball, it's painted red and white, but it's just a pole. You were confused with the Pokeball? Yes, in society. How many more of these are there? The haunted radio. Looks like an ordinary radio that says until 2 in the morning. Listen a bit closely, you hear a tiny voice. Please help me. If this was made in Gen 4, it would probably have a Rotom Mini or something. I don't know if it's okay, and now we're setting. I honestly, I'm learning a lot about this game today. I didn't grow up with this game. I've only played through it once and seen Chuck on a Let's Play, along with the Yellow Apocalypse's Dogs in Love series. Though that wasn't recently. I have not. Mimi. Yeah, though that wasn't recently. I haven't refreshed my memory or anything about this game. I'm going in as blind as possible. Hey, big brother, this is a funny drawing. It's a really detailed drawing of a weird machine. Huh? Are you going home already? Ready, big brother? But you just got here. Oh, Jovi gets it. Jovi had to show you how to get home, right? Okay, that's what Jovi will do. Jovi will take you home. Mimi, let's go home with big brother. Mimi. Or I guess, would it be my since it's the minum? Jovi, join the party. Now, one thing about this game that honestly confused me to why this game is here first. It's on NSO first. Oh. Okay, you appear to have traveled far in your search for Jovi. Please come back to HQ Lab. Need your help with something. Yeah, because this game is actually a sequel. Actually the sequel to Pokemon Coliseum. Which honestly I just find confusing. Like, why would you release the sequel first when this game is just overall a lot better than the first game? First game, I honestly have no idea like what their reasoning is or was. But what I do know is that Jovi is not going to be remaining all partner for that long. Oh, hi, Mommy, we're back. Oh, Jovi, haven't I told you not to wander away by yourself? No, Mommy, you don't understand. Big Brother was lost, so Jovi brought him here. Yeah, if you... There's a guy with the soul inside just staring at us. If Jovi went there, Jovi bet he'd be crying by now, saying he can't go home. Right, big brother? Oh my, Joey, you're such a brave and resourceful girl. But that's quite enough for today. Besides, Anon would be tired of waiting for you. Oh my gosh, I was in the middle of hide and seek. Big bro, big bro, big brother, big bro, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright. Okay, thanks for finding Jovi for me. Oh yes, Professor Crane wanted to see you. See you, Kay. Okay, go see him right away. Hello, Garpunko. What are you staring at me for? Oh boy, the world of Pokemon is so deep. The more I study, the more I'm impressed by the very fantasticalness of it all. For example, you know all Pokemon have types and abilities, right? If you keep those facts in mind and apply them to battling, you can always gain an advantage over your opponent. Very much true. Very much true. You always want to be smart when you're battling. Anyway, here's the guy we need to talk to. Hey, Kay, I haven't seen you for a while. Are you doing well? What I happen to be working on is a special machine for catching Pokemon. It's finally almost complete. My machine... It's finally almost completed, my machine. I need to focus and work hard to get done. No. You need a storage capsule of some sort. Okay. Okay, I remember this part. Okay, this part's, yeah, I can't find... Yeah, I remember when I was collecting footage. This part I was, this part took me a minute to figure out, like, so where do I go? The director, he went downstairs just a little while ago. Yes, I gotta talk to that guy. Then go back downstairs, even though you were literally just here. Yeah, I love those little orbs. Little orbs on this guy's monitor. Mondo, I can barely see him in the original, but they still look cool. Ah, hey, hi there, Kay. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to show you the snag machine. Has Aiden? Yeah, Aiden said anything to you about the snag machine? The snag machine is a special device for snagging Pokemon. The two of us, Aiden and I, were developing it, and now it's finally finished. I'd like to begin testing immediately. Okay, will you help us? Of course. Okay, step aside, please. I should tell you, the snag machine is an outrageous piece of work. After all, it's used for stealing Pokemon from other trainers in battle. But we didn't make this to steal Pokemon indiscriminately from trainers. Okay, you've heard of Shadow Pokemon, haven't you? They are Pokemon that have been turned into fighting machines after having their hearts closed by artificial means. They are to be pitied. We developed the snag machine to take back such modified Shadow Pokemon. Why this machine is needed now, I can explain later. But for now, I'd like you to test our snag machine. After all, you're the best trainer at this lab. The snag machine is inside this case. Try equipping it right away, please. And our character design is complete. We've obtained the snag machine. Wow, it fits perfectly and looks cool too, Kay. I'll also add a new feature to your PDA. It's called the Shadow Monitor. It lets you check the data on the Shadow Pokemon you've encountered. That's a cool animation. Thank you, Aiden. That's it, Kay. That's spot on. From here on, it will be a lot easier to just show you how it works in practice rather than trying to describe it. Let's go upstairs to the battle sim room. Oh, whoops, how silly of me. I almost forgot to give you these. In order to use the snack machine, you'll need at least one Pokeball. Also, I'll give you these. You obtain 5 Pokeballs. Pokeballs aren't used in the Ori region, so we import them from another region. Okay, so now we're set. Let's hurry up to the director. Hey! What's going on? Who are you people? It's terrible, Kay. Some strange men came barging in and took off with the director. Okay, let's save real quick. Okay, before we continue, let's drop a quick save since we haven't done that yet. And oh no! The Pineco! Will you let go of me? Where do you think you're taking me? I'm taking you to your new lab, Professor. What? My new lab? Move it. We don't have any time if you don't want to get hurt. Hustle yourself into the car. You people, what are you? Huh? What is it, punk? Are you gonna play hero and try and stop us? I don't show mercy to anyone, not even a kid. Spy naps. Sends out Teddiursa. Not just any Teddiursa. Our very first Shadow Pokemon. Hurry, Kay, for a Pokeball at it. So yeah, Shadow Pokemon. Yeah, I'll explain more of Shadow Pokemon work in later fights, but basically, Shadow Pokemon are the only Pokemon we are allowed to catch. Catch for the most part. If we end up defeating them in battle, we are unable to get them back again. Well, if you're doing the Nuzlocke, we cannot. If you're Nuzlocke, we cannot. Now, there is a failsafe to try and obtain any lost Shadow Pokemon, but we'll get to that much later. Kid, what is that machine on your arm? Could it be a snack machine? What the heck is that doing here? That's big news. Come on, move. We need to report this to headquarters, like now. And they've gone away. Trophy. Yeah, at this point, well, they took the professor away. Yeah, and at this point, I have not played recently, so this is basically new to me.
Mic off. Mic on.
Don't cry, Jovi. I'm sure Professor Crane will be okay. We've contacted the police and the proper authorities about Professor Crane. They should let us know if they discover anything. Still, I can't believe that this is happening. Professor Crane predicted that someone will again try making shadow Pokemon. His prediction was on the mark. Okay, the Teddiursa you snagged probably isn't the only shadow Pokemon that was made. When the purify chamber is complete, we will be able to save many shadow Pokemon at the same time, but Professor Crane is crucial to this project. Without him, there's nothing we can do. I got a story makes your mom is a bit more important than she normally is. Let's complete it. We'll finish the purify chamber ourselves. Lily, the director's not here. It's hopeless. There isn't any possible way to get it done. You're on the verge of finishing. This isn't the time to feel sorry for yourself. The Purify Chamber project got this far not just because of Professor Crane. Crane was here. Yeah, we got here because we all worked as a team. Having come this far, it would be wrong to stop now. Our private scientist is on the line. Let's finish this project as one. Things will get very busy around here. I'll go upstairs and check how the data processing is progressing. You go, Mom. We hope the professor's okay. So yes, yeah, we caught our first shadow Pokemon. Shadow Pokemon are interesting. See that heart gauge? Our goal is to get that heart gauge down to 0. Until then the Teddiessa is unable to obtain experience points. We do not know their nature. We do not know their nature. We do know their ability. Wait, which I think we got very lucky already getting the pickup ability to activate. And their moveset, and even their moveset is locked to us. With her only knowing Shadow Blitz, Shadow Mist, and 2 unknown moves that will be unlocked to us once the heart gauge gets lower. Yes, we gotta go upstairs and talk to our mom. I think that feels really weird having a character with more than one letter in their name. Yeah, no. Is she over here? No. No, but that's the exact same hairstyle. Oh, wait. No, she's over here. Yeah, I remember. This basic data should be fine now. Keep going with it. Okay, you came here at the right time. Can you go to Galleon Port? We've ordered a special machine part for the Purify Chamber from the part shop. Then we know the part shop is right next door to Emil's house. Mommy, can Jovi go? Jovi wants to help everyone. Jovi, I appreciate your offer, but I know you want to help, but it's an important component. Okay, Jovi, you're a member of the lab staff too. You may go if you take Kay with you. Dear, would you mind going with Jovi? Okay, Mommy, big boy, it's Jovi's assistant. Then you have to listen to Jovi, big boy. And she join the party once more. Yeah, this game is these games are actually very interesting because it's not about collecting the 8 gym badges to defeat the Pokemon League. This region, the Oi region, doesn't even have a Pokemon League or wild Pokemon to capture. Hey, Kate, Jovi, where are you two off to? Oh gosh, it's your clone. It's a lot more obvious in HD. Okay. Jovi is on an important trip to go to Gideon Port. Big Bro is Jovi's assistant. Huh? Keijo assistant? You must be confident. Confident with such a good assistant, Jovi. Anyways, Kay, could you hold on to that snack machine and use it? There may be other shadow Pokemon out there. If you spot one, rescue it from the criminals. And I'll make approaches to the authorities and other people to have Pokeballs available for sale at shops. There's more. I wanted to give you these. Got a Crane memo. And memo 2. The documents on Shadow Pokemon that Professor Crane and I compiled. Okay, let's check them out. Okay, so we have the Shadow Monitor, which basically shows off. It just shows off all Shadow Pokemon you found, how you obtained them, and where you can find them. Find them once you see them. Got a mailbox, strategy memo. Which basically acts as the Pokedex in this game. You can even see type matchups. And yep, 1 Gen 3. Oh wait, there's no fairy type. You can even like look around, see like a detailed view of the model, which is really cool. I think the memos are in the items. Yep, clear memo. Yeah, those are basically the tutorial to tell you about the snack system and different other elements. Of the game. Then let's head on to Galleon Port. But yeah, this game is basically if you take the evil team plot and make it the whole point of the game. Like the whole focus of the game is just the evil team. And defeating them. Listen, the pot shops is over there. That's how you, big brother. Big bro. This way. Good God. Camera's a little too close. Camera's a little too close. Ouchies, Jovi's fell down. Hey now, where you think you're going? Oh, sorry, Jovi is sorry. It wasn't on purpose. Hey, look what you've done. No. You messed up this happening look of Zook. Zook, the coolest, baddest, and most happening guy around. Sorry, doesn't begin to cut it. Dude, why you being so mean? She's like 5. Huh? You there? Yeah, you punk with the... You with the munchkin, aren't you? And look like to me, you're a trainer. You look like you're going to be a million times more fun than some munchkin. I'll stomp you flat with my shadow Pokemon. That's quite enough of that. Like the full showing with that. Oh! Pokemon aren't meant to be used in such a manner. Choose your place and time. Shut it. Shut it. Hey, meddling senior. Shut it. Hey, meddling senior citizen. Take your preaching to someone who cares. Or do you want me to pound you too? Mr. Butch, perhaps I should. Who do you think you are? So you're going to pay the man? So you're gonna play the man and stop me? It gets better by the minute. Let's see you try. Mystery Man Aldo sends out Alakazam. Level 44. Honestly, suppose we don't have more scenes like this in the main series where you like see like two trainers like battle it out. But out for a minute, but they just showcase how strong someone is. Your power, where does it come from? My brain. You've done it now. Don't think you're getting away with this. With messing with the great Zook. Remember this. Yo, man. Should I give chase? Oh, your name is Village. Village. Yes, here we have Village. I already forgot his name. That won't be necessary. He won't come back. Let him be. We have Village, Aldos, and let's be on our way. And Red Guy, we don't got the name of. And if you couldn't tell, there will be all villains for this evening. I mean, look at these guys. Oh, that's how they deserve much. That's how they deserve such gratitude, my little lady. We only did what had to be done, nothing more. Yeah, those guys are like super suspicious. Which is, if they're not obviously the villains, then they're obviously an important character. Jovi? Is that you, Jovi? Oh, it's Emil and Akoi. What kind of name is Akoi? So, what's you, Jovi? Jovi being harassed by that big, by that big strange man. Are you okay? Yep, strong people helped us. Big Brother was there too. So nothing bad happened. Jovi came here on an important visit. Big Brother is Jovi's assistant today. Oh, you must be Jovi's brother, okay? Okay, I'm glad we finally met. I'm Emil. Oh, Emily. Since it's ago, it's probably just Emily. Emily. Hi, Jovi's big brother. Jovi has been a very nice friend to my daughter Emily. That elderly gentleman's name is Mr. Rich. He comes here by boat with his two assistants occasionally. There's something mysterious about him, don't you think? He's supposed to be fabulously wealthy. Rumors like that give me the shivers. I'm hoping to become a novelist wherever I can come across anything mysterious. I try to imagine a story around it. Anyway, be careful in this town. There's a lot of worse customers about. Emily, we should be going. Okay, bye-bye, Jovi. Yep, see you, Emily. Yeah, this region is very unique. This region is based on Arizona. Like Arizona, New Mexico, California, that whole area. Or more like Lower California. That whole area of the United States. The first region to actually be based on somewhere other than Japan. And because of that, this place is also a bit more grungy. More grungy and dangerous than others. Said his grandson Pierre will be back from repairing the rotating bridges. Which I don't know where anything is or how to. Don't know what to do. Yeah. When I was younger, you'd say the word a navigator. Huge, full of Pokemon. Oh, but of all the Pokemon in our world, the one that I found to be the most interesting is Eevee. Now, Eevee is a unique Pokemon. It can evolve into five different kinds of Pokemon you see. Well, to be more accurate, it's 8, but yeah. But yeah, no, at this point it's only 5. Like I said, I studied Eevee quite exhaustively, and as a result, I obtained 5 items that are keys to Eevee's evolutions. Oh, what that say? You're raising an Eevee? What a fortuitous coincidence. This must have been meant to happen. Well, let me commemorate this occasion by giving you one of the 5 items. There's no need to be shy about it. Go ahead and choose one. So we have 5 items that can evolve. So we have the Water Stone for Vaporeon, Thunderstone for Jolteon, Firestone for Flareon, Moon Shard for Umbreon, and Sun Shard for Espeon. Okay, get the Sun Shard and the EV is significantly friendly while upon leveling up. So yeah, this game did not have a day and night cycle. So the only way to evolve Espeon, Eevee into Umbreon or Espeon is with these shards. Okay, shards. Technically, yeah. And out of the 5, I don't really want to use these 2 because in Pokemon Coliseum, these 2 are actually a starter Pokemon, both Espeon and Umbreon. Yeah. Now with that, Flareon is sadly still not that good here. No option. So it's really up to Jolteon and Vaporeon. And despite the memes, I think I'm gonna go with Vaporeon. It's honestly one of the evolutions I've never actually used before. So this is gonna be pretty fun. Like Vaporeon, Jeff wants something too. So yeah. And unlike other stone evolutions, I would recommend just evolving Eevee as soon as you obtain it. As soon as you obtain the stone. Yeah, we've only really known Eevee for like 2 battles, but 1.5 battles. But we're already evolving into Vaporeon. Congratulations, your Eevee evolved into Vaporeon. Oh yeah, and doing this gave her the water typing along with water absorb. Oh, that's cool. She has like a little sparkle effect around her. I wonder why. Is that exclusive to this game, or like, I wonder what the deal with that is. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not sure. And unidentified games, one Pokemon HQ lab. Okay, yeah, that's just not just reminding us about what happened. I don't remember when we get the ability to change nicknames, but for Shadow Pokemon specifically, we won't be able to change their nickname until after they are purified. So the guy said something about the rotating bridges. Controls are unresponsive. The sea is wide and fathoms deep, so full of Pokemon it'll make you weep. Huh? What's that? Were you captivated by my singing? I'll have to let you know, I placed 2nd at the Krabby Club music contest. Yeah, huh? I bet you did. I bet you did. Indeed. You know, to bring a smile to my face. Yeah, so there's some automatic bridges that we can't interact with yet. And by yet, I mean up until like right now. Whew, that settled that. All fixed. Ah, you want to talk to me? Yeah, the poke shop. Yeah, the poke shop is ours. Huh? You need a machine part. Where's Grandpa? He's off to Dr. Kamiko's. When my grandpa gets excited over some mechanical thing, he's off like a shot. Never mind the shop or his grandson, me. I'll have that part. I'll have that machine part you need. Me, can I come? Can you come to our shop? Man, my grandma should be so lucky to have such a caring grandson like me looking after him. And because this game is is definitely very slow, but that's also because but it's also because like reading stuff out loud. Out loud and just failing how to speak. We got this guy's house who could finally leave his house since the bridges were broke. What do you have to say? There's an island far from the coast of Gatian Port. It is surrounded by vicious ocean currents, however, so no one can go near. But of course, everyone around these parts know better than to go near that island in the first place. A mysterious island, you say? And there's a mysteriously wealthy man who only comes here by boat. The water in this game looks beautiful. Water in GameCube games just look amazing no matter what game you're playing. Here we have a lighthouse, but also some Pokeballs. 3 of them to be exact. Can we enter here? Yes, we can. And I got some more items. Paralyzed heal. You look like a trainer to me. Somebody gave me a wicked tough Pokemon. I'll test that out on you. Okay, wasn't expecting that. But yes, you do want to be talking to people. You want to be talking to people a lot in this game, especially those especially those where you know they'll like have a trainer class. That's because any trainer could have a shadow Pokemon on them. In this case, Shadow Poochyena. Okay, so what makes Shadow Pokemon so unique in this game? Well, they're given unique moves. They get Shadow Blitz and Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist, and each of their moves are Shadow typed. All Shadow type Pokemon. All Shadow type attacks are super effective against non-Shadow type Pokemon. And as you can tell, every battle in this game, once you have 2 Pokemon, every battle in this game is a double battle. Shadow Hold, basically a super strong version of Meanlook. We have Shadow Blitz, which basically at the 40 power physical, which basically at the 40 power attack, which is just the Shadow Tackle. Then we have Shadow Mist, which lowers accuracy for both members on the field. Now we want to catch as many Shadow Pokemon as we can. And even we're not going to use them all. Oh, can I? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. There's a certain glitch in this game. Called the Infinite Pokeball glitch. It's in this game and Coliseum 1. One that I'll show off later, but other than showing it off the one time, I won't be allowed to use it. Mostly, yeah. And all Shadow Pokemon resist Shadow moves. So yeah, it's a bit it's a very tricky so it's a very tricky balancing act in this game, with every battle being in doubles. You have to try your best to capture those Shadow Pokemon while remaining on the field, having your Pokemon be defeated. It's it's like Blueberry Academy. I forgot about that. In the Scarlet and Violet DLC, every Pokemon in that game, every Pokemon battle in that area is in doubles. This is the same. And because of that, this is generally considered to be one of the more difficult Pokemon games in general. You defeated the bodybuilder. I was that Bobby Builder. And we obtained Poochyena. And not bad. What is all of that about? I joined that organization because they said they'll give me a strong Pokemon, something that's not like the usual ones. Well, what was so tough about that? That I was conned. You very much were. That's really cool. You can see, the camera is facing toward the town now, so you can have to see behind. So you have to see the entire town from up here. Yeah. Don't think out of you. You see that island in the distance? It's always obscured by clouds. Why are the clouds weren't there? Yeah, no. Those said, honestly, that's probably they probably specifically have it at that angle, so we won't see the island. Won't see the island because of its importance. When I look down from the top of the lighthouse, I get frightened, like I'm being sucked down. But that sensation of falling, it goes on you. I kind of get it. Kind of. Yeah, so heading down here, we got a kind of a little bit of a maze. Made some items down here. And with the camera being the way it is, it's a little tricky to walk around. Got an awakening. Yeah, especially playing this. Yeah. I'm getting flashbacks of like my first playthrough of Coliseum. Especially playing this. The game was definitely hard to play. Hard to play like on a CRT. On like a CRT with the component cables compared to now, where I can clearly see everything with a lot of detail. Oh, I missed you. A potion, nice. Let's check out our Poochyena. Shadow Blitz and Shadow Hold. Hold, and you have the runaway ability. That is, I don't remember if you have Intimidate when you evolve, or if you're a Pokemon with 2 abilities. Hopefully you have Intimidate when you evolve, because that would just be very useful. Even if your main attacking stat is physical. Hi, welcome, youngster. No words need to be spoken. No questions need to be asked. Shall we battle? No. No, I need to heal my Pokemon before I get into another battle. Battle Poochyena. If you want to use that Poochyena, especially. In order to purify Shadow Pokemon, well, we can't fully purify them yet. There's a variety of ways you can do it. By using them in battle, You purify Pokemon by walking around, using them in battle, using the call command, which I'll explain more next time we get into a fight. And there are also some certain types of items that also help increase your chance of help decrease the heart gauge. There hasn't been much for sailors lately. They've been taking they've taken to whittling their time away at the Krabby Club. Here we got a shop, if you can tell from the sign. And we can buy a few things, hopefully. I was about to say, it doesn't matter, what did Pokemon. Okay, got some potions, antidote, burn here, ice here, awakening, paralyze here. Yeah, we will be fighting a variety of Pokemon, so we definitely will need we definitely need to be obtaining a variety of items like that. It's really cool playing this game like in 4K or HD for the first time, because you can really now I can really examine all the little models and things that they put into the world. Well, it looks really cool. I always appreciate stuff like that. It's a Munchlax! Munchlax, yes, this game was actually the introduction to Munchlax. Munchlax and another Pokemon, Bonsly. Bonsly made their first appearance here, though sadly we cannot use Munchlax in battle. And Bonsly is also unavailable, so that's unavailable, at least for traditional gameplay. We'll explain more once we get the chance. Now look here, boy, the Krabby Club is only open to tough trainers. I suppose I could let you in if you can beat me in battle. Let's go for it. Navigate a book with like the battle. Got a Wingull and a Lotad. Well, we don't got any type advantages, but at the very least, water attacks will not do anything for Vaporeon. Yeah, even sending Teddiursa in, every time you send Teddiursa in, it loads the heart gauge a little bit. And as you can tell, not every trainer in this game will have a Shadow Pokemon. And Pokemon. Some people are still good. There are still good people in this world. I'm actually surprised by the sparkliness of my Vaporeon. Makes it look very pretty. If you want a good... I don't know, wow. If you want an easy way to tell which Pokemon move is either physical or special. Physical or special? The easiest way to tell is, well, to look at the evolutions. Every evolution, including Glaceon and Leafeon, are all considered special. So fire, water, grass. So fire, water, grass, ice, electric, dark, psychic, and dragon. So including dragon, oh hey, we got a new move. We got the lick. But yes, all those moves will always be considered special moves, which every other type will always be considered physical moves, with the exception of shadow type moves. Shadow type moves are the only moves in the game that are the only moves in the game that uses the modern physical special split. So right now we only have Shadow Blitz, which is physical. But later we're gonna move, I think, called like Shadow Wave. That move will deal special damage. Oh, sorry, Kelly. Hey, Kelly, close my door. You opened my door. I gotta close my door. But yeah, Shadow Wave will deal special damage. Yeah, which is really cool. It's something I only learned like relatively recently. No. Not right now. I'm mostly just going around town, talking to people, seeing like what kind of Pokemon I can get. Yeah, if you played the game before, you can definitely tell. Like the longer you play the game, the more you can tell like who might or might not be trainers. Depending on how they look. Oh, that guy looks familiar. A while ago, I saw this obviously wealthy old gent and sidekicks go upstairs to the VIP section. It seems the old guy at the talk of the town these days. Look at him go! I know it's not, but no, it's not. But now I'm just imagining it's those two guys next to the old guy. The old guy, the one up here. Fa la la, my dance is entertaining. We're working now, so if you want an autograph, make it later. Fa la la. Oh no, you're a more generic NPC. Krabbies! Cute. My Krabby and Crabbilly. My Krabby couple, Crabbily and Crabbetti, Betty are energized for a great show. Ain't that right? Crabbilly and Crabbily. It's really cool to see. It was a real novelty back then to see these Pokemon not only in 3D, but in 3D, in like 3D, like out in the overworld like this. Okay, here you can see this guy again, Autos. Oh yeah, the kid's familiar. Thank you, Mr. Coolman. Joey thanks you for saving Jovi earlier. Oh, is that all? That was merely putting a fool in his place. Don't worry about it. Hi, how you doing? Let's have a look at that Vaporeon you're with. You seem like your Vaporeon seems to be very happy it's with you. Oh! Oh wait, wait, you're the friendship checker. Wait, how about Puchiana? Let's close its heart. And it's wary of everything around it. When you have a Pokemon like this, you should really shower it with your love and make it experience fun things. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Huh, I honestly did not know that was the friendship checker. Alright, checker, that's cool. Well, friendship isn't the most important. Friendship isn't the most important thing in this game. There was no affection or any of those. There's no affection in this game, so you'll never have a case where a Pokemon like tough as the well, Pokemon survives at 1 HP because it cares about you. That wasn't introduced until I want to say Gen 6, Gen 7. Yeah, no, Gen 6. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know already, don't you? No, I don't. That's right. Then I'll probably tell you. Oh, okay. You just tell me about the PC and shop. Yeah. Okay. Are you a trainer? There sure are many hotheads around these parts, but picking on kids like you is going too far. But the guy went off. I don't remember seeing him around. Yeah, we'll be seeing him again, not in the not too distant future. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't exactly know if there's any other trainers around here. You're Emily. That is Emily's house. Now let's go talk to that one guy over here in the corner. That we skipped past. No word need to be spoken, no question need to be asked. Shall we battle? Yes. Aye, good answer. A battle with a feisty young lad is one to be savored. Let's go. That did not sound right. Casual guy Kyle. With a C. Tallow and Ladybug. I mean Taylor and Ladybug, sorry. Oh, wait a minute. I know that Ladybug. It's a shadow Pokemon. Ooh. And now Poochyena has Poison Fang. That's cool. And the move Shadow Shed. Again, now we really gotta be careful now because this is where the challenge one truly starts. Oh, okay, I guess that's entered reverse mode. I don't. Is reverse mode the same as hyper mode? I don't exactly remember. But basically, reverse mode is dangerous. It's an agitated state that the shadow Pokemon can obtain. In order to get them out of it, you can call them, and it will drain a lot of their meter. Reverse mode. XD. Okay, what does Seobi? Okay, what does Seobi have to say? Reverse mode is different to hyper mode, as it does a few things hyper mode doesn't. Okay. A shadow Pokemon will randomly go into hyper mode and increase the critical hit ratio. And increase the critical hit ratio of the moves, which is what I remember, which is exactly what I remember doing. I knew that. But the Pokemon attacks to turn it. The Pokemon still attacks to turn it goes in reverse mode. The Pokemon damages itself every turn. The Pokemon only attacks with shadow attacks. Non-shadow attacks are used. If a non-shadow attack is used, then the Pokemon may not obey. And the only way to have them exit reverse mode is to call them. Which is which the call command completely basically replaces the run command, since you won't be running from any battles really in this game. And yeah. A lot of people playing today. But you lose? No, sir. Yeah, Ladybug has joined the party. Too bad. I guess I lost with that one. That machine you have on your arm, it's quite the getup. The way the light pulses and it's mighty impressive, whatever it is. I thought for a second there that you'd taken my Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that have been weird? Anyway, Joey, let's go. Wait a minute! 111. Oh, Magnemite. I love Magnemites. I love my original Omega Ruby team. That team had a lot of great Pokemon on it. Magnemite, Crobat, Mangazone, Crobat, Absol, Swampert, Latias. Yeah, Latias and Slacking. Slacking. That was my XD team. Oh, dang it! Did I say XD? No, that was my Omega Ruby team. My team in XD, and my first playthrough of XD was, I had an Espeon, Teddiursa, I'm trying to remember. Oh man, I feel bad I don't remember. I'll definitely, I'll remember as we play. I had Torranta. Which was neat. Sorry, we were out at the machine pod, you said, right? Nope. Here it is. Okay, let's just misread that. Here it is. Here you go. The machine pod. It's a rare item, that machine pod. It took a while to get the order in. How's your director, Professor Crane, doing? We explain what's happening. The Pokemon lab director was abducted by some goons with shadow Pokemon? I've been through I've been through something like that before, but who would have thought it happened again? I hope the lab director is found. I'll be waiting for you, so don't give up. But yeah, but it's being a sequel, I wonder how many, if any, character names or like side characters, or maybe trainers from the original, or actually in this game. Like, I mean, that is definitely something I would do. Have it so like in the first game, there's a youngster. We have like youngster Joey, but then in the sequel, like you're at the Pokemon League or something, and you find Ace Trainer Joey. And he has Eradicate. Okay, could you just wait 1 second? I found some more memos I would have with the director. I think you should have them. Get memo 4. Give me. They'll give you basic information about Shadow Pokemon. I'd like you to read them over at least once. I've pretty much already explained all the basics. But Stang Machine, Purifying Shadow Pokemon, the Purified Chamber. That, however, I haven't really explained. It is a very complex system. I might need to do some more research into it. To fully explain how the Purified Chamber works. But yeah, you gotta go here, talk to you. Again, now I understand why Professor Crane and Lily were such a hurry to get this project complete. If Shadow Pokemon are being made somewhere by criminals, we have to restore them to their natural state using our system. No, not yet. Actually, do we have an item here? No, we do not. Yeah, we can deposit items in there if we want, but at this point, there isn't really much of a reason to. Well, I guess really at any point, because I'm pretty sure we have infinite storage space. There we go. Find our mom. Where could she be? That's not her. The battle sim guys again. It's okay. You don't need to hide things from me. I can take it. Okay, it's household police. So that's okay. Got a new Pokemon. Yeah. So you can So you can talk to him to do some battle sims, but I think most of them are just tutorial stuff. So we don't really need to do anything there. Also, I hope you like this walking speed. Also, I hope you like this running speed because it is as fast as we can go. There are no running shoes or run button. Not even like a bike or anything in this game. Is it really true the auto was taken away? Sadly. Wait, it is true. Why would anyone want to kidnap Professor Crane? You know what? I think we might actually need to go back to that mana. Dr. Kamito's. Mana. Oh my, I never imagined something huge like this would happen while I snoozed. And if this is a dream, let me awake now. The cat lamp's still over here. Nope, there she is. Oh yeah, that's right, she was just standing here earlier. Welcome back, Kay. Was Jovi well behaved? We went the errand like you wanted, Mommy. Mommy, a bad guy tried to stop us, but a nice person helped us. Oh no, really? I'll get the details later. What about the machine part? Thank you. With this component, we can get down to the finishing touches on the purify chamber. I should take this down to the purify chamber on the ground floor now. Oh, Jovi will take it. Jovi, are you sure? Don't drop it. I would not trust a child with that. Like that, I don't care like how nice you are. Okay, how's your shadow Pokemon doing? The purification process, if a shadow Pokemon spends time together with its trainer, its heart gauge had the heart gauge fallen to 0? So am I reading this wrong, or is the script in this game just not the best? I don't remember. It hasn't? Well then I can't wait for the purified chamber to be finished, can it? If the heart gauge has fallen to 0, that shadow Pokemon is ready to open its heart, but that alone isn't enough. To complete the process, the Pokemon need to go through a purification ceremony. It's basically a ritual for it to return to its natural state. If the purified chamber were ready, it could go through the ceremony there, but look like we'll need a little more time to get it finished. Because of that, I think your shadow Pokemon should go through purification ceremony using a different process. There's a village called Agate. In the village is the Relic Stone, which has the power to restore shadow Pokemon to their natural state. It worries me a lot to send you to such a faraway place by yourself, dear. But I also think it's something that only you can do. Well, dear, will you go to Agate Village? Yes. Thank you. I know, Kay. Thank you. You know, Kay, I'm so proud of you. You're becoming more and more dependable. Oh wow! Oh yeah! No, it is actually pretty far away. The relic stone, which is used for the purification ceremony, is under the care of a man named Egan. I will get in touch with him so that he knows you're coming, Kay. I will do my best to get the purify chamber finished while you're gone, so please be careful. Alright, we're heading to Agate Village, our first returning area from the first game. comparing the two maps of the Ori region, it is actually very different. They're actually very different. This game takes place 5 years after the first, and in the first game, the entire Ori region was mostly desert. Actually, in fact, I think most of this area is what the Ori region was, except for Agate Village, which was the one exception. Here we go. Agate Village has an iconic giant birch tree. Found a Pokeball. Well, I don't know if it's here or not. I do remember that there is a trick that can. There was a trick in this game that. No, it's not here. Here. This camera angle is very different from the camera angle in the first game. And in the first game, there was a trick you can do by walking in a certain way. You can make it so you always collect steps and quickly purify shadow Pokemon. But that's not available in this game. At least not in the same way. Got a super potion. Do you know who I am? I'm the teacher lady. I know many kinds of moves. Are there any moves your Pokemon wish your Pokemon knew? Oh, you're a move tutor. I should be talking to more people. So you know Mimic, Thunder Wave, and Seismic Toss. Thunder Wave would be very useful, but I don't think anyone can learn it. Yeah, no. No, and even then, I'm pretty sure Teddiursa can learn Mimic, but Shadow Pokemon cannot learn any new moves at this time. Important time, Shadow Pokemon cannot learn any new moves, and they're also stuck at the current level they are. Also, remember how many battles we have. Poochyena, Teddiursa, and Ladybug will remain at level 10 to 11 respectively. Though, as soon as they're purified, they regain every experience point they would have gained. Hey, Combuskin. Awesome Combuskin. Oh, there seems to be at least one Pokemon that hasn't opened a heart to you. Is that why you're here? Our village relic has the power to open up the hearts of Pokemon. Some time ago, I guess it would be years now, the relic was used to open the hearts of many Pokemon. Yep, it was used by the protagonist of the previous game, West. It was canonically named West, who purified all the Pokemon from his adventure. Wow, boo. My dad's getting on in age. He's becoming more and more forgetful. At 4, he's lately been saying nonsense. I saw a Warlord flying in the sky. And he starts spouting that. When he starts spouting that, it depressed me to no end. Oh. That was pretty true. I did see a Warlord flying high up in the sky. Huh? Your face clearly showed disbelief. You might think that this old senior... Senilor? Senilor? Senior? What? Might be adrift in dreamland. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. I hope he has a nice... what I would love to with life. And here we got another shop. Yep. Yeah, man. Yes, these scents are. Yeah, these scents are what you can, items you can buy to help lower the heart gauge of a Pokemon. I think they work differently depending on their natures, but I don't exactly remember. And then it doesn't matter how strong a Pokemon are in battle, if the trainer doesn't know how to use items properly, the battle could be lost. That's why I think it's important to buy a good mix of items. items for a variety of scenarios. And yeah, speaking of items, I'm soft banning items in battle. I might use them if I believe necessary, but I'm gonna try my best not to use them during battle, except for Pokeballs. I heard this child calling for me, so I came running, wanting to see what the matter, and I found something quite nice. I know we should have a battle and see if you can beat me. I'll happily give you what I found. Would we like to give it a try? Sure. Ah, yes, a fine answer. Marton Bellish would like the battle. Puchiana and a Ninkata. My most recent experience with this game was Yellow Apocalypse's Dogs in Love series. Series an excellent trio of videos. I would definitely recommend. Cool. Now we know Howl. Howl that will raise our attack stat, and Metal Claw, which has a chance of raising our attack stat. Oh, it looks so cool. Just reminds me of like the bit in that one, with this being the Poochyena on their team's brother. Same with the Ninkata. On a bit, the Pokemon are getting starting to fully purify, which is great to see. Oh, but that's not. And even with Leech Life Leech Life in this game has not been buffed. So in this game it's a very weak move. One I would honestly recommend not using. Unless it was your only option. Okay, Kelly, you wanna go out? And thankfully, and oh yeah, no difference between this game and in Coliseum is that in Coliseum there was only one shadow move, Shadow Blitz, and that game it was a lot worse since it always dealt recoil damage. And it wasn't super effective against anything. Yeah, this game is an overall much better version of Coliseum, which honestly makes me disappointed. Oh, TMO9. Which honestly definitely just makes me even more disappointed that we got this game first. Not because this game is bad or anything. No, this game is great. I just wish it's just gonna be really hard for people to go and play Coliseum once that game's available because this game is just so much better. Better, not even to mention like the story. I haven't mentioned the story of the game being a bit off since everyone referred to this past event that happened. It's a little cute little torchic. Okay, so what's TMO9? Bullet Seed. Oh yeah, and TMs in this game are also non-infinite. They're like how they are in Scarlet and Violet. No, Sentinel? I know the old man who has been living here for many years. Well, Selenor says he saw Wailord fly high up in the sky. But if that's true, it would be fascinating, I guess. But if he mistook something for a flying Wailord, what did he really see? Good question. Wait a second. For some reason I feel No idea at all. I've been wearing those new sandals with the raised nubs inside. Oh no. Oh no, they're actually selling them? Selling them to Monster. Oh yeah, this building specifically is also really important. Despite not looking much on the outside. Because it's the daycare. The daycare lady is retired. Oh. But not to worry, her granddaughter is supposed to take over the daycare business. And she went to go bring the new girl here. Yeah, so yeah, this is the daycare. There's no breeding or eggs in this game. But you can leave Pokemon here to gain experience and I think load a heart gauge. But also we have the name rater. So finally we can actually nickname our Pokemon. Well, specifically our Vaporeon. And I haven't really thought about what name I wanted specifically. You know what? I'm gonna go simple and name her Wave. Yeah, I'm gonna name her Wave after Pokemon Winds and Waves that comes out in 2027. Yep. As for Shadow Pokemon, once they are purified, we'll be able to name them. Speaking of which, the Pidgeotto's almost done. Let's go around town. I think there's still at least one more trainer we can battle here. Here we got Gynatelo. Oh, did you see this? My Telo brings me berries from somewhere every day. Here, I'll show you with one. A Mago Berry. I don't know what that does off the top of my head. Restores HP, but make him fuse. Make him fuse. Depending on the Pokemon's nature, I want to say it will confuse the Pokemon who eats the berry. And despite that information not... Oh yeah, speaking of information. And despite that information not being something you can see, the nature is always there. We just can't see it. Same with the moves. Ladybug would always have Aerial Ace as her third move right here. Yeah, speaking of which, let's see. You have a lonely nature. That's sad. And your moves are Licking Metal Claw. Let's see, lonely nature Pokemon. I only have a few natures I want off the top of my head. Ooh, attack increase, defense decrease. That's not bad. Like, I would rather have an adamant nature. I saw that. Let's go. I'd rather have an adamant nature with low special attack in exchange for physical. But that still works really well for a Ursaring. I gotta be a bit more careful. Here to see Egan. I saw him tearing around the village and he was watched a little earlier. Maybe Bella knows where he went. This is it. Like, the Ori region is known for having like, such weird names for every character. Almost every character in the game has a name. And they're always like, most of them are at most 4 letters, and they're always so weird. What a darling trainer you are. I'm Bella. Do you want something of me? Oh, Egan, you say? So you've come calling to see my husband. Are you perhaps Kay? Yes, I am. Just as I thought. You are Kay. We've been expecting you. We've got word from Lily, you see. We understand that you want to purify shadow Pokemon. The instant my husband heard heard from Lily. Wow, you should have seen his excitement and enthusiasm. Shouting, "This call for my services!" or some such, and went off running to who knows where. He hasn't been back since. Oh, hey, back. Bella, dear, I've got everything ready. We are ready for a visitor from the HQ lab. Whenever we... Oh, well, hello, dear. Our guest Kay has just arrived. Oh, so you're okay. We've been waiting. I'm Egan. I've heard everything that Lily had to say. As you know, to purify shadow Pokemon, it must open its heart to the trainer. While there are several approaches, battles are the best, no doubt at all. The place to do that here is in Relic Forest, which is home to the Relic Stone. And I will go ahead and wait for you there. My husband is so impatient. But as you just seen, in his day he was hailed as the greatest trainer. But that was a long time ago. The Hawaii region is also unique in that it's also a region with it's also a region without like new Pokemon within it. Other than Shadow Lugia, every Pokemon in this region. Oh, hey, Poochyena can now be purified. Purified. That's mostly just from walking around. All the Pokemon in this region are from Gen 1, 2, and 3. Mostly from Johto. And this region is also interesting because, well, there are very few wild Pokemon, and throughout this game, throughout the two games, there are multiple storylines about people trying to bring wild Pokemon to the region. Man, it's really interesting, and I would love to see a third game in the series, mostly just to see like what this place could be if it was like fully populated, or maybe had its own Pokemon League. I think that would be really cool to see. See, honestly, I would not be upset if we got a we got a whole generation in this region. Though I doubt they'll ever do that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we got this bug catcher and all but name. Yeah. So in this game, there are two ways to purify shadow Pokemon. You can either use the purification chamber, which is a more complex but effective way of doing things, or you can do it the old-fashioned way by coming here. Oh no, label's poison. Oh no, poison. I don't remember if poison is effects on the field in this game. I know in Generation 3 and Generation 4. In Generation 3 and Generation 1 through 4, every step you take outside will lower the HP. Every few steps, your Pokemon will lower in HP if they're poisoned outside of battle. Oh no, it is. Oh no, it is. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna play it safe. Just gonna play it safe and use an antidote. In Generation 4, I believe, do not quote me on this, unless I'm correct. Don't quote me on this. If your Pokemon reaches 1 HP, they'll tough it out and not faint. But here, they will. But here the Pokemon will faint. Will faint, and if a Pokemon faints, I can't use them again. Pokemon faint, they're considered dead. I have to either release them or just put them in the PC forever. Which is what I'm gonna do. I much prefer I'm up for keeping the Pokemon in the PC, so then I can also like remember them. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna grab a few antidotes. And oh, I need a clone case. Okay. I guess we can't buy those yet. Those. It's already 7. It's already 7. I'm having so much fun playing this. I'm having so much fun playing this game, but I can't stay that long. Like, but I gotta go. But for this stream, I gotta leave. I gotta close stream like right at 9 o'clock today. Gosh, I don't pass run the village this way. Why don't tell me like that? You looking for a battle? Yo on. I'm feeling frustrated over getting lost. You know, I gotta work tomorrow, so I gotta end stream like right at 9. Got a Tyrog and a Grimer. God. I didn't forget about Tyrog, but I forgot how he looked in this game. Speaking of way Pokemon looks, I completely forgot to look up like how shiny Pokemon work in this game. I don't think they do. Let's see, shiny Pokemon. Oh no, Hyper Mode again. So you can't shiny hunt in Coliseum. I know that. That basically there was a not really a glitch, but an oversight where when you encounter a Pokemon, where when you capture a Shadow Pokemon, if they have the right secret IDs and all that stuff, once you catch them, they'll appear shiny on your team. Even when you see them in battle, even though when you caught them, they look normal. Once you catch them, they'll be shiny. But I think that was removed in this game, sadly. All Shadow Pokemon are shiny locked. And yeah. And yeah, I just double checked and it is true. Man, I'm getting a lot of reverse modes and Ladybugs are almost down. Okay, well, nope, no, wait, no, wait, no, lock, wait, oops. I'll just, I'll send in Wave to protect Ladybug, and you Shadow Blitz on Grimer. We won't be able to use every Shadow Pokemon in this game since, well, of course, since we're going to be finding them up until post-game. And with one of them specifically, we can only obtain if we found and purified every other Shadow Pokemon in the game. Alright. And look for the Relic Stone, but they won't let me in, and now I can't find my way out of here. Gotta quite a bit of fluctuation. Oh man. Oh man, poor guy. I don't think them being in reverse mode matters at all for when for for the purification process. Oh, you must be K. You must be the K that Egan was talking about. I've heard that you battled to open the hearts of Shadow Pokemon. The relic is through this cave. Don't give up. I'll help you purify your Shadow Pokemon by having a battle. Are you ready to get started? No. No, wait, I forgot about that. So let's swap in Ladybug. And swap in Wave as well. Well, so Wave can get some experience. I'm not gonna focus much. I'm not really gonna focus on EVs and IVs, since with every battle being a trainer battle, it's kind of impossible to EV train your Pokemon in this game. Yeah, so we want to go Purify Shadow Pokemon. We gotta defeat, I think, 3 trainers. And decided we still don't have a Water type move. I don't think we learn one until around level 20 when we learn Water Gun. Yes, that is correct. Yes, that's correct. Every Pokemon in this game follows Gen 3 movesets, learn sets, stuff like that. And I remember in Gen 4 at least, all the evolutions gained their first elemental move at level 20. Which, funny enough, I know that because you're given an EV in Platinum, and EV in Pokemon Platinum at level 20, which even if you evolve into an Espeon, which even if you evolve into a Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon, they won't get their move until after. They won't get that move until the move relearner, which has always been annoying. Okay, it's getting dangerous with the stat lowering. I think Ladybug can take one more hit. Let's try and take out that Moomal. I'm surprised I need the fire type move on there. I honestly shouldn't have Ladybug out. Defensively, Shadow Pokemon are exactly the same with the regular counterparts. So like Ladybug, despite being a Shadow Pokemon, is still Bug Flying type. Bug Flying type. The only difference is that they can use Shadow type moves. But at the end, now that I think about it, that does mean that all no Pokemon are Shadow type stab. I think even Shadow Lugia is also the case. Let me check that out. I'm curious. And I'm going to Bulbapedia because CLB, I love your website. CLB Joe, I love your website. I've been using it ever since I was a kid. It's not that good when looking at spinoffs. Not that good when looking at spinoffs. Yeah, no, it looks like it is just the Lugia is still flying psychic type. Now we should battle Shadow Pokemon whenever possible. Hope Shadow Pokemon get purified soon. Oh, hey, and Teddiursa can now be purified. Yeah, but I thought you already could, but I guess not. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, they are only... Yeah, no, they are the same type. Same type of normal, they're just... Same type of normal, I think they're even like the same stats and everything. The only difference between Shadow Lugia and normal Shadow Pokemon is they are more complex to evolve. Like they're the hardest. They're the most difficult Pokemon to purify, and they got a cool new design. A cool new design. They're the only Shadow Pokemon with a different design. Now we have a Snubble and a Corphish, which Snubble being normal type in this generation, given that fairy type doesn't exist yet. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I really shouldn't have it be resets. Because it shouldn't be resets, it really should just be depths. Depths, though. Though, because of the way, because of the ruling I have when it comes to, a reset doing a one like this. In my opinion, when you're doing a Nuzlocke, as long as you still have Pokemon in your PC, you should still be able to continue the journey. You should still be able to continue the journey. It's only if you lose all the Pokemon, or if like all you have left is like, I don't know, a single Caterpie, and there are no more catchable Pokemon. then by that point, yeah, reset. Yeah, it should definitely reset, but here, no. Here, no, we're good. No, good so far. All we need now is the Ladybug to become fully purified, which I think probably will be the case by the time the next battle's over. It doesn't matter. Using shadow moves does not affect the heart gauge in any way. Anyway, the only time to use the shadow moves affects anything is if the Pokemon is in reverse mode. Oh yes, you know how a shadow Pokemon sometimes it became friendly in battle happens with shadow Pokemon in the order. But yeah. Yeah, definitely taking my time with this, making sure to heal out every battle. Yeah, there's a Pokemon Center right next door. It's just worth it. Huh. I wonder if that was that party is non-intentional, but there's a line there's a line on that Pokeball bouncing in there. I don't think that was intentional. Huh. Yeah, that's something you don't notice. You don't notice on the original hardware and resolution. The game still looks. The game still does look great though. It has aged well. A lot of GameCube games and PS2 games, in my opinion, have aged fine. Mon Lady, Cacnea, and Slugma. Well, I'm good against. Well, I have the advantage against one of you guys. And yeah, no, I should definitely send Lady. But well, you know what? I'll keep Ladybug in, at least for 110. 110. Aerial Ace is going to be very useful against Cacnea. And with Wave being a water type. Makes sense. Ooh, that looks so cool. Okay, yeah, that's over half your health. If I try, yeah, I tried to make it so it can be, so the move would be, where the move would miss, but didn't work. That is, sir. I think it's really smart to have this like battle for, because by the end of it, you by the end of it, you should, assuming you've caught a shadow Pokemon, there's no reason why you, there really isn't any reason why you shouldn't have at least one shadow Pokemon be ready to be purified. Nah, I look so happy. Good flinch. A good flinching. I forgot about that. And Shadow Blitz to fence you off. Okay, am I impressive? That Pokemon should soon open its heart to you. Or that if a Pokemon has a closed heart, it's good to keep them with you, rather than keeping them in the PC. Yes. Yes, a Pokemon in the PC will not lose any heart points. The heart gauge will not lower at all. Oh. Though on the bright side, there is also no possible way for the heart gauge to be raised in any way, so that's also useful. And once we get the purification chamber going, we'll be able to purify a lot more Pokemon and a lot faster. At a time like this, an ordinary man, at others a plain citizen, but my true identity is. But my true identity, the legendary trainer Egan beat me, but only him. I'm clone. Yeah, this game script is messed up. What? The legendary trainer Egan beat me. Trainer Egan beat me, but only him. I'm clone. Now, for the sake of your shadow Pokemon, we shall have a hot battle. Bring it on. I honestly forgot. Fun old man. I honestly forgot how bad the script is. So it isn't just me failing the weed properly. Later, bye. A horsey and an apple. On one side I got Bite for the apple and Shadow Blitz for the horsey. Oh, that looked painful. It looked like you're getting electrocuted. Shroomish. I love Shroomish face. I love the face on Shroomish. Horsey. Oh yeah, wait, doesn't he say? Yeah, wait, doesn't Horsey say "ho" in English? In English dub of the show? It's like "ho, ho." I can't make Horsey sounds. It's HOO. Anyway. Not quite. Come on, in diver mode, reverse mode. Hyper mode just sounds better. Reverse mode. Probably because like the extra syllable reverse has. Reverse hyper. What? No, hyper also has 2 syllables. What am I saying? Although the most interesting thing about this game, in my opinion, is the fact that even outside of a Nuzlocke, the game really forces you to use Pokemon you might not have ever thought of before, especially in Coliseum. You know, with such a limited deck, you gotta be creative with your team building. And I really like that, especially for a spin-off game. It just made me see that shadow Pokemon have appeared again. Again. Ah, the cologne case. Or the collage case, or whatever. There we go. So now I can buy those colognes and give them to a Pokemon. And oh hey, Tidius has an item. Paralyze here. Heart gauge is still a little bit. It's still not quite emptied enough. So how about we go buy a cologne? Buy a cologne and see what and see if it fully restores. Also, something I didn't notice and didn't notice until earlier, but I never noticed that shadow moves don't have PP. They just don't. I never noticed that. Oh yeah, that's right. Also, if I remember correctly, never buy Vivid Incense. Never buy the Vivid Sense. I don't know the exact math behind it, but it's just more cost effective to buy the Excite Incense instead of the Vivid ones. Ooh, I can feel the vibrations. I light it. The doors opened up a little. Feel the vibrations. And light it. Open up a little more. And there we go. You're now ready to be purified. I'm curious, what's your nature lacks? I'll look that up as we head down. Yeah, Ladybug definitely not gonna be. Ladybug definitely not gonna be a main member since. Well, honestly, every time I see Lydian's stats, I get surprised because of how weak he is. Lax nature. Defense increase, special defense decrease, and actually, that's really not good for Lydian. Let me check. Let me check COB real quick. Go to Lydian. Yeah, really not good for Lydian because it's only good stat 100 is special defense with 110. Every other stat is pathetically low, especially his attack stat. Physical attack of 35. Your shadow Pokemon should be ready to open its heart after the battle you wage getting here. Now, I shall be your opponent. And here my partner, the one Pokemon that I've caught as my first. And that has stayed with me ever since. Go, Pikachu. Off to our first battle in 5 years. Let's keep things tight. If Trainer Egan will like the battle. Pikachu! It's Pikachu! Let's go. Yep, it's still a double battle. Double battles are prioritized, even if your opponent only has one Pokemon. Okay, and we did actually see Egan and its Pikachu in the first game. But given that it's now level 12, where in the first game it wasn't. I mean, according to this game, Pokemon do canonically lose levels if they go too long without battling. Also, yeah, I am very scared. Wave, you do not need to be here. And Ladybug. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe with you as well, since you are a flying type. I don't think yeah, you're all flying type, and I always forget that when it comes to like bug flying specifically. They are weak to electric, but it's never the first move I want to use on them. I always want to use like either rock, flying, or fire. And yep, that would have killed him. Oh my goodness. Okay, shadow. Okay, Ted, you have to use shadow. Bang and I'll swap in the Ladybot because out of the two, I'd rather lose Ladybot than Poochyena. Poochyena, when evolved, can gain the ability Intimidate, which is incredibly useful, especially in this game. Oh, Ladybot! Oh! Oh, Ladybot, you did it! You barely survived that! Oh, that was awesome. Awesome, and that's with and that's without the affection mechanic. Okay, so how would you Ah, that feels so good. My goodness, it was a white hot experience, oh battle. And you defeated my Pikachu. That takes real skill. And a little bit of luck. Pika Pika. Now let's see how your shadow Pokemon is doing. Ah, this Pokemon is on the verge of opening its heart to you. You've done a good job looking after it. Now you should go use the power of the Relic Stone to finally open that shadow Pokemon's heart completely. I don't know if this game has time flutes. There's a certain item in the first game that when used can fully heal any shadow Pokemon. But yeah, you just go up, interact with the statue, and your shadow Pokemon will be purified, giving them the ability to gain experience, access to the last two moves, and all the XP they have lost throughout they've gained throughout each battle they fought. Along with that, every shadow Pokemon has a unique move, has one or two unique moves that can only be learned in this game. Okay, for example, later in the game we'll find a Togepi, and it will have the move Tri Attack. This game is the only way to get a Togepi with Tri Attack. Though sadly, I think in Generation 8 they kind of stopped it from these Pokemon being usable. I don't know the full story, but hey, what are we gonna name Ladybug? Sadly, no one in chat to bounce ideas off of. Let's go with. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna be cruel. You know what? You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna name you Megan. Shut up, Megan. Well done. That Pokemon is fully returned to its former self. For the time being, we should return to my house. But I still have two other Pokemon I need to purify. Dang it, Egan. This is a cause for celebration. You successfully purified your first Shadow Pokemon without incident. Still, one can't be too happy. Not with the knowledge of Professor Crane's abduction. You see, he was a frequent visitor to Agate up to several years ago. He was conducting extensive resources into the Relic Stone, you see. He said that it was for completing an entirely new purifying system that's fun thought up. I wonder where the kidnappers have. Nope, I was reading it at the time. I wonder where the kidnappers have made it off with Professor Crane. It must be worrisome for you too. About the abduction, dear. Do you need need to mention that. Didn't you need to mention what Vanda saw? Yeah, that's right. I need to tell you about Vanda. We have a friend by the name of Vanda who lives on Mount Battle, which is a place for training. It's a place of training for trainers. Vanda claims to have seen sinister characters out in the desert where a few people dare to tread. Mount Battle. And that is the next location. Oh, yes, Kay. May I have your PDA number? There you go. Fine. If I hear of anything, I will make certain to get in touch with you. Yes, now we have to hit the Mount. Yeah, so that's our next location, Mount Battle. One of the most memorable and iconic areas in the Ori region. But before we do so, let's go purify and heal our Pokemon. You never know when a battle's gonna start in this game. If you're talking to a trainer, sometimes they'll give you a chance to say no, but there are plenty of sudden battles. What? Now we purified Teddiursa. Bum, bum, bum. Teddiursa, we gained the move for turn. One of my favorite moves. And Teddiursa gained the move with Flash. With 10 is a move we're going to be using throughout the entire game. It is one of my absolute favorites. And sadly was removed back in Generation 8. Let's call you... Call you Honey. That's what we know. No. No, Money. Yeah. Gonna call you Money. Money like the money in Kingdom Hearts. And last but not least, Poochyena. A lot of females. That's kind of funny how we've only gotten female Pokemon so far. You're gonna move Dig. And move Heal Bell. That's a unique one. I'm gonna name you. You're not a fox. Or wolf. You're not a fox or a wolf. But it really work. But it really fits your design. Name you Waxy. But yeah, now that Pokemon are fully restored. They are able to. Now with new moves, full access to the movesets, and ability to evolve and gain levels. I actually don't think there's any. I don't think there's any Shadow Pokemon in both games that evolve via Stone or or anything other than level. So we actually don't. So I actually don't know what would happen if a Shadow Pokemon tried to evolve. Yeah, every other Shadow Pokemon in the game can only evolve via those methods. Alright, with our team in hand. And now with the ability to evolve, now with the ability to learn, love, and grow, let's head to Mount Battle. Oh, hey, it's you. Redhead. Well, didn't we meet in Galleon Port? Have you come to train? This is the excellent place for people to train. I've trained here myself. Back then, I only sought to become more powerful. I didn't need any other reason. As a result, I attained this status, but now I've taken to questioning my motive for gaining power. I wonder what I'm fighting for. I wonder what am I fighting for? I ponder if I'm putting my Pokemon under cruel stress. That's why I urge you to look into yourself and ask yourself why you want to become stronger before you take that path. Why would you care if his Pokemon's under cruel stress or not? There you go. But yes, Mount Battle. Is it the best place to train? I honestly disagree. We would come to using this place as a training ground. Given how it works. Should I go for it? I'm not sure if I'm waiting for this. I'm having trouble deciding if I should take the Mount Battle challenge or not. So Mount Battle, this is something you're not doing until post game. Well, you're not completing until post game. There are 100 trainer battles. You got to battle 100 trainer battles, ranging from, I think, low-level Pokemon around where we are, up to like the late 60s, 70s. And you gotta do it, and if you want to get the best reward, you gotta do it. You have to do it all in one go. No stopping, no nothing. And because of that, I don't want to even touch them. Because of that, I don't even want to touch this mechanic, this area of the game, until post game. Which we will get there eventually. Actually, if we actually beat the Nuzlocke. Maybe we talk to you. Yeah, it's got coupon exchange. Pretty sure we get these coupons through beating milestones in the battle in Mount Battle. Every 10 floors, we will get some coupons. But there are other ways to obtain them. So here we can get TN29. A powerful stagger attack on my lowest special defense. Ice Beam, which I'm not. This is Psychic. So we got Psychic, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower. What's a Dark Lump? Shadow Ball? I'm probably given the other moves. A Mental Herb that snaps a Pokemon out of infatuation, which is when a Pokemon uses Attract, which is very rare to see no matter what game we're playing. I wouldn't recommend spending your points on that. White Herb. Hold on, that restores any lowered stats. Quick Claw occasionally allowed the Pokemon to go first in battle, despite speed stats. Focus Band occasionally prevents the Pokemon from fainting. Keeping them at 1 HP if they're gonna have. It has a 10% chance to keep a Pokemon at 1 HP, even if they're going to faint, even if they would have fainted normally. White Powder loads the accuracy of your opponent. King's Rocks cause I think any move a chance to flinch. I'm either that or physical moves. I'm not 100% sure. Goblins increases the critical hit rate. Choice Band, it raises the power of an attack, but you can only use that one move for the rest of the fight. If it runs out of PP, you must struggle. Shell Bell or Restorative. This item heals you depending on how much damage you do to your opponent. It's fine for a playthrough, not that good anywhere else. Gladian Berry, and all these berries raises their specific stat when in a pinch. So I think when they're like lower than 50 health, or like in the red, they'll eat the berry and restore their health. Yeah, for every 10 trainers you defeat, you'll get Pokemon from the area leaders, and yeah. Yeah. So if you go to move the leader, which isn't that useful in this game, given that there isn't any HMs. Be it a move that would never learned, or a move that would once learned and forgotten. If moves are what Pokemon need, then I'm the man. I'll take some Pokemon's for me to move teacher to teach Pokemon moves. Okay. You're the move we learner? Looks like it. Looks like we can. Yeah, that would look like to me. We can relearn moves we've lost. We've lost or gain when we evolve. I'm going to collect Poke Coupons to learn some new moves from Pokemon. Do I need that to go into Mount Battle? I think I do. Yeah, no, the game would have told me something else otherwise, so I think I do need to start Mount Battle, but one battle traders. Unfortunately, we're not open to the public right now. The facility is closed for training. Oh, you're not here to train, you came here to see Vander, one of our area leaders. I think Vander's in charge of the Wiki training section. He's inside right now. Oh, you may enter through here. Okay, so yeah, so we're allowed to enter Mount Battle just this once. Okay, yeah, so this is basically the tutorial for Mount Battle. This is exactly how it works. Oh, what to do? I don't know what to do. Well, so you go to each of these. There are these multiple numbered platforms, and you just climb the ranks. You climb the ranks until you reach 100. Alright, Megan, it's time for your first battle. But I think you're fine. Everybody's can defeat the one easily. I'm so happy I haven't lost. So happy I haven't lost any Pokemon yet. That was very close with that Pikachu. I just thought should get it done. And the animation in this game is so good. Like they take a long time. Like they can take a long time, especially like near the end game, but they still like just look great. Look, when I really wish more modern Pokemon games had animations like these. It's about to after the Dex cut. That's covered up being like a lot less Pokemon. Ran to trainers in the zone up ahead. So I think we might. Okay, I think we then might need to do all 10 trainers. Well, I'll just Pokemon my right hand like this. Oh, forget it. I'll just try thinking about it. Really. Casual dude. Quidel? Then the Clover is Swablu. Load the defenses and first I don't want what you do, but Side Beam is a pretty good move. Well, good for this point in the game.
Mic off. Mic on.
I love how the trainer just like snapped up fingers whenever the Pokemon gets hit. Man, auto mechanic I actually didn't know about until recently. Until earlier today actually. In these older Pokemon games, when a your opponent will not all automatically know what your ability is. Unless it's activated. So if you ever had a moment where where we just saw a Corphish use a water type move against a Pokemon with Auto Absorb, they won't use it again because now they know what your ability is. At least the smarter trainers can. Excuse me.
Mic off. Mic on.
That's right, in a double battle, it's important that you understand the attributes and abilities of two Pokemon together. Okay, Vanda, it makes sense. Oh, you're a knockout battle challenger? I hate to disappoint you, but we're not winning the challenge right now. We're in training, you see. Oh, Egan sent you to see me? Oh, to hear about the desert. Understood. I'll be happy to give you my account, but before I do that, I got a little request. Just on appearance, you look to be an outstanding trainer. I'm certain my eyes aren't deceiving me. So here's my request. To finish up my novice trainer session, I'd like you to treat him to a battle. Thank you for training with me. Core trainer Baldo. Fun fact, core trainers would your names for the ace trainers in the Mon games. I got Wave and Roxy. Dodo and Spoink. That's actually pretty good for us, given that. That's pretty good for us, given that Spoink is psychic type, weak Duck. So he took the Dodo and ooh, Pursuit. Yeah, that's a move you gotta work out for. That move, again, also removed in Generation 8, sadly. If your deals that move deals double damage when your Pokemon is retreating. So if you send in a new Pokemon and somebody uses Pursuit, the Pursuit will go afterward. The Pursuit will go first before you send out your Pokemon. It's a very dangerous move. One, I'm honestly not sure why they were moved, but given how useful it was in competitive Pokemon. Alright, Dodo fainted, and by the looks of it, given Wave speed, we should be able to easily finish him off. Yep. Hit me. It's cool trainer Baldo. I feel like I failed my school graduation exam. Not that bad. But you didn't need the... Not bad. Not bad. You only the third out of 100... Out of literally 100 trainers. Yes, just as I thought. But that was a well-played battle. But it made me want to jump in and join the 3 too. Anyway, we should talk, but this isn't the place for it. Let's go back to the reception. In the desert south of here, there's a safer research facility that's been... There's a safer research facility. It has been there since the Shadow Pokemon incident. It seems to have been abandoned for a long time, but recently I've seen groups of shady characters going inside. Oh, I know what's coming up here. Shady characters were seen at the lab in the desert in the south, but it's somehow connected to Professor Kane's abduction? Well, only one way to find out. And actually, you know what? How many Pokeballs do we have? We are going to need them. 6. We are going to need more of them.
Mic off. Mic on.
Hey, Kate. Hi, Kate. Doing good? Egan called today to inform us that Pokeballs are now available at I Get Pokemon. Pokemon what? Pokemon. Alright. That's exactly what we needed. Definitely recommend going there first. There it is. Yeah, I recommend going here first and grabbing those Pokeballs because we're about to fight a lot of trainers with a lot of Pokemon. We're about to hit the point in the game where they just give you a huge, they're going to give us a huge variety of Pokemon to use. Yeah. Sadly, you still only give us regular Pokeballs, so I'll just take 10. Get Premier Ball as a bonus. And I think we're good everywhere else. I'll buy a few extra so we can have an even 20. Okay. Okay, let's head off to a new area to many, but a familiar area if you played the first game. Yep. There's the same research facility that you had to travel to in the first game, and it does look like they've been here. Oh my gosh, I've never noticed their mouths. Like, the mouth models are actually different. I've never noticed that. We are 6 tublets. We are the terror throughout the land. For we are the Hexagon Brothers. The Hexagon Bros. Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. Wait, 5? That's it? 5? I'm missing someone? That's ridiculously impossible. Let me try this time. Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what did I say again? Wait, did someone gone missing? Yeah, but anyway, he'll return soon enough, I'm sure. What we need to do, brothers, is lock and load on this suspicious kid, dude. Hey, you brat! This is no kiddie playground. We've been away for a while, but this here is the real. But this here real estate belongs to Safer for many a year. If you don't quit screwing around, we'll have to tell your mommy. Mommy, if you don't want that to happen, then run along home. Anyway, so if we go inside this building over here, hey, Blood, do you think you can ignore us? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, we gotta actually talk to them. I don't know if there's any items or anything. I mean, we can't move the camera, so the camera's fixed, so we can't. Look in your face, said you're about to listen. You aren't about you're not about to listen and go home obediently. All right, then I'll play with you for a while. I'll play with you for a while. Who are you to whittle? Whittle. I have not seen the word whittle in so long. I keep thinking it's wild. I'll play with you to whittle away the time if you want. Okay, so not. You know what? Let me save. Let me save. I'm curious. Would you let me go, Flu? No. Again, no. So we got to battle all 6 of them, and each of them will have a shadow Pokemon, and each specialized at a different type. I feel like orange and green actually don't specialize in the types you think. So let's pick green first. We are 6 brothers bound by our brotherly love. Love 6-fold. Our solidarity is 6-fold. And our food bill is 6-fold too. Come on, kid. I'll take you with my 6-fold power. Cyber Peon Green 6. Or Green 6. Oh no, man. I was wrong. I was wrong. You do have grass types. And we definitely do not want Wave in here, so we should definitely switch her out. Wow, this will be a really good battle for Megan. And a 6 Pokemon, that's what I forgot. That's what I forgot. You have 6 Pokemon for some reason. Our first full battle, and we don't even have 6. Well done. This is on the right side. Generally, when a trainer has more Pokemon on their team, they're a bit weaker than average. As you can tell, they're only level 9. But still, this is going to be an uphill battle. But with our only type effective move being, well, actually, no, we got Aerial Ace, we got Poison Fang. We have the moves, we just don't have the type advantage except for Aerial Ace. And it's still just, but yeah, it's still just gonna be a problem. Yeah, even with stab, Megan's attack is not that good. The game will always tell you when a Pokemon is a shadow Pokemon. And each of them have at least one of them. I'm fighting a Shroomish. It is generally recommended to use special moves, given their ability Effect Spore. But I don't remember how contact moves work in this gen. Is Hyper Beam a contact move? Even though it's is Hyper Beam not a contact move, even though it's physical? I honestly don't know. No, but still, you gotta be careful with Shroomishes. Shroomies? You gotta be careful with Shroomies. Aerial Earth! I love Loudheads. They're pretty cool. Pineco. Nope, you're not the starter Pokemon. The game will tell you as soon as the Pokemon's revealed. Yep, that's exactly why Effect Spore. On the right side, it's Paralyzed, which is definitely, it's not good, but better than most. And it's C-Dot. C-Dot, a Shadow Pokemon. Okay, level 17. Oh no. Level 17 plus. I don't exactly remember what the plus means. I don't exactly remember what the plus means. But doesn't mean anything good, that's for sure. I shouldn't have bought Wave. Why did I put in Wave? I'm dumb. Before I'm in here. Okay, well, at least C-Dot's confused. I'm more worried about C-Dot. See, I'm more worried about C-Dot than Pineco, since Pineco's just a bug type. Okay. Defeat the Pineco and throw a ball, and let's throw a Pokeball at C-Dot, because in this game, yeah, despite being a double battle, you can choose which one you're going to catch. I'm guessing since it's actually no, all battles in this game with 2 Shadow Pokemon on the field. So why is it that Pokemon Black and White 2 you can only capture one or the other? Unlike the modern games, like Black and White 2 and XY Gen 6. Whenever you're in a battle with multiple Pokemon, you can only capture them when they're down to 1. But you can't do that here. That's weird. Also, the snack Pokemon, well, the game does tell you have it. It cannot enter your team until after the battle's over. And yeah, we've caught our next Pokemon, C-Dot. Get fitted, Green 6. Green 6, and we are going to go heal because all 6 of them are just gonna wait here patiently as we head over to Mount Battle. Mount Battle. Out of the locations we have currently, Mount Battle should be the fastest. I am allowed to use items outside of battle. Like I'm not gonna stop myself from doing that, but if I have the ability to just go to a Pokemon Center real quick, I'm going to take that advantage. Man, if we're like in the middle of a dungeon, I'll probably I probably won't. Okay, let's go. Now we have Cyberpion Weesix. I'm not taking a pattern with their names. With a Slugma and a Houndour, I believe. We'll see after our Pokemon are sent out. Yes. Houndour is a Shadow Pokemon. And again, 17 plus. It is 17 plus. Each of these guys have a Shadow Pokemon, and they're all definitely recommended to be. And they're all definitely recommended capture. After all, in this game, like you gotta capture all the Shadow Pokemon you need. Not the Pokemon you want. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Oh, that did a lot of damage. I know it's a shadow move. Wait! No! Roxy! No! No! First death! Oh, man. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Oh, our first fated. Okay, well, despite the type disadvantage, C-Dot is our best choice. Is our best choice here, given that she given that she is a shadow Pokemon and won't be weak to shadow Pokemon moves. Okay. We gotta take out that Slugma. What does Shadow hold? Basically, attacking wise, Shadow Pokemon has 3 different moves. 3 physical, 3 special. Shadow Wave is the weakest special move. Hold prevents from fleeing. That's not useful here at all. Oh, but attacks both members. Come on. Okay, good. Good thing Wave is bulky. Vaporeons are very bulky. Okay, come on, Slugma. Okay, good. Yes. Attack both Pokemon, so now Slugma won't get to attack. And we can just focus on capturing the Houndour. Okay. Sand attack and just start chucking some Pokeballs. Oh wait, since we're here, actually, you know what? I'll do it next turn. I'll showcase it next turn. As long as this doesn't catch. Yeah! Houndour's got. Man. Save a P on W6. Oh man, our first loss. Man, I'm sorry, Waxy. You were gone. You left us way too soon. And you would have been an excellent asset. In later battles. You just to send out for Intimidate to activate. You would have been great. Wait, I'm sorry. We got 40 boxes. Let's put you in box 2 right now. R.I.P. And how do I change the design? I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah, that goes our first Pokemon. At least now we have Shadow Houndour. Houndour, the kind of third void. Oh yeah, let's head back and play against Blue Six. However you say his name. Blue Six. That's it. A Horsey and a Goldeen. The Goldeen face icon looks funny. Okay, but neither of them are the Shadow Pokemon. No, Shadow Wave. Oh yeah, we always fought with you. You know, see that evolved into a Pokemon that evolved via stone, specifically those leaf evolved in the shift tree using a leaf stone. But there aren't any shadow Pokemon that evolve via stone, trade, or anything like that within while they're before they can be purified. Also, there aren't any trade Pokemon in this game at all. In both these games at all, because, well, you can't really trade on the GameCube. Well, you can't transfer Well, you can't transfer the Pokemon you obtain here into your GBA games. Into your GBA games in the original version. I do not believe that's an option here. Ooh, a Sphere! Oh, that's a really cool choice. So look how happy she is. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah. So I want to showcase something. So, a trick you can do in this game is, let's say, raw flow Premier Ball. Okay, so throw it at Sphere. But on C-Dot's turn, let's move the Premier Ball up here. Okay, cool. I don't even need to. Yep. And then we go. So you snag ball, Premier Ball. And the Pokemon is. Nope, not captured. Look for the ball. Okay, so normally we would lose that Premier Ball. It would be gone. There we go. We're gonna have to go buy another one. Yeah. No. Oh, I did realize. Yeah, that's definitely animation. Literally, how a goldfish does. I'll belay up and everything. Go. Yeah, I'll definitely swap out Wave. But if we check our items. Oh, it was patched in this game, was it? Either that or I did it wrong, huh? Okay, yeah. Well, at least in the original Coliseum, if you do that, then the Pokeball you swapped would still be there. Meaning you basically have infinite Pokeballs. Yeah, did they patch that out? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he's only going to be using shadow type attacks. So it's definitely best to just to keep it's definitely best to keep 2 shadow Pokemon in. Shadow or eliminates reflex and similar moves. Okay. Yeah, and that's also another tricky thing is if your Pokemon, you gotta make sure your Pokemon has some status moves, because if you don't want to attack your opponent, you gotta find a way to skip his turn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, they patched it out. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that. But yeah, no, in Coliseum, if you did that, you would have infinite Pokeballs. But in this game, it's not here. And honestly, even if it was here, I wouldn't be using it. Using it just for the sake of the just to keep some integrity. It will be allowed you to match the ball any other Pokeballs, just not the glitch, even if it was here. And it's a warm nutrition here. Yeah, I gotta try and catch him or catch her. While my Pokemon remain. And given that Shadow Wave is a special move, it's also a lot harder. It's a lot harder for me because both my Pokemon will take damage. But hey, we don't really gotta worry about that anymore. The seal was caught. Alright, back to the healing chamber. Back to the healing chamber known as Mount Battle. Man, good thing that bike has infinite energy. Energy and will never run out of gas or electricity, depending on what it's made of. I said not bike, it's good. What was I thinking? But hey, we got a full team of 6 finally. Sorry, Roxy. And then we got Frill. We have a thick fat. That's really good. Good gains of resistance to ice and fire attacks, which actually, well, good. Frill already has that with being ice water type. That's still useful, just not as useful as I was really saying, as I thought. Yeah. Yeah, but we do already have a water type, so we'll definitely keep it on our team for a little bit. At least it's like next battle, but depending on who these other 3 members have, we'll definitely most likely trade you out. Brown 6. Why is it brown and not orange? Or 6. Oh, I see you have brown Pokemon. And Baltoy. Yeah, I'm Baltoy tan, brown, close enough. Not blind as feet out, look at him go! It's a Baltoy. Baltoys are aren't they very hard Pokemon to use? They're Bulletsy now. Yeah, use it. Baltoys are very hard Pokemon to use. They're very much focused on support. On support and status moves. So in this game, they're actually really good. Let me look up the moveset again. And I remember I wanted to use one in Oras, but it just didn't seem that. It seemed like it would have been fun. And yeah, they learn a lot of different special attacks and they learn a lot of special attack and status moves. Okay, I think. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, when looking at it in looking at it in the XD level up. Yeah, given that this is Gen 3, you do learn what kind of moves all physical. Physical, and you do learn actually more rock type moves than ground type moves, but both are physical, so it's still problematic. What you evolve into? Yeah, look at you. You're definitely a bit. Yeah, you're definitely tricky to use. Mostly a defensive wall of a Pokemon, along with being but used as a defensive wall, or with a surprising amount of attacking moves. How are we looking? I think we're good enough to try and head to the next one. Let's go purple because I don't want to fight an electric type. Pup 6. Copy and Grimer. I'm a poison. Was it a poison or psychic? Poison makes a lot of sense. And Shadow Wave, and with 10. Fun fact about 10. It actually looks different depending on how friendly you are with your Pokemon in this game. This game in Coliseum. And look at that. Oh, it's already 3 hearts. Yes. 3 hearts. I believe. Oh, that sucks. Poison gas. Turn on Glamour, since Shadow Wave is definitely going to knock him out. Even if it's not being very effective. Tentacool, sadly, not all Shadow Pokemon. Well, I guess fine in this. I guess it's fine in this. Fine with how we have our team set up now, but it would have been a cool option. Gulpin is a Shadow Pokemon. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, so yeah. In XD, Coliseum, and Battle Evolution, Return has three different looks depending on how friendly your Pokemon is. You're gonna be 1 heart, 2 hearts, or 3 hearts. It's a multi-count of 3 hearts, and the more hearts basically signifies how strong the move will be. In this case, I don't think it's at its strongest, but it's definitely strong. That's not good. That's really not good. Yeah, okay, hopefully. Okay, good. Now if Tentacool down. Down. Hopefully we can catch Gulpin. And yes, use Lick. Because then if it doesn't catch, you'll deal small damage but also paralyze, making the next attempt much more effective. Come on. We gotta make sure. Gotta be careful with. Gotta be careful with Feel. Yeah, I would rather not lose Feel. She would be an excellent replacement if. Oh gosh. If we ever lost Wave. Okay, that's good. Gulpin's paralyzed. Oh no, Pokeball. And I think I'm gonna use Return. And I was a bit afraid to use it, but alright, you're 5 plus levels above me. We should be good. 1. Yeah, we got it. Didn't even need that attack anymore. Okay, let's go heal. Okay, let's go heal up before we lose Feel. We're gonna take on the final member. Antidote. If I am going to, if I do if I ever play this game off camera, it will only be to try and purify shadow Pokemon we have in the box. But I'll probably just end up walking around with them and trying to. Well, I'm not even using them in battle. And even then, I'll save the full activation, the full purification for when I'm live. Okay, so let's bring in Gulpin and so let's bring in Gulpin and Baltoy. We'll leave Sphere here, and we'll leave Sphere here since we already have a water type, and same with Money, who I think is just our second best body member. Who's our second best body member right now? Now, in my opinion. And she definitely does need more levels and experience. Yeah, she's our second strongest, but with her access to more moves, especially with Lick. With Lick as a way to paralyze Pokemon, she is incredibly useful. Why is it that some of them ask if they want to battle, but some of them also like force me to battle? It's kind of weird. Yellow 6, the final member. And they have an Electrite and Chinchou. I don't believe either of them are Shadow Pokemon. Nope, it's his third. Shadow Blitz, and we'll turn on the Chinchou. Chinchou should have, I think, Water Absorb or Lightning Rod. Probably Water Absorb, so we don't need to worry about Static. Electrike, on the other hand, I believe does have Static as an ability. Nice. I really like Chinchou. They're pretty cool Pokemon. I should definitely use one next time I go through Johto. Awesome Electrike down. I guess a normal big Johto. Ah, yeah. Exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Oh yeah, and in this game, I believe electric types can still get paralyzed. Fairy Swipes, not the greatest move in this game. No, every other move here is good. Yeah, 18 power, hits 2 to 5 times. No. If we were playing Mystery Dungeon, then yes. Mystery Dungeon or maybe Coliseum. I mean, Conquest. But hey, it's a Shadow Pokemon, Mareep. One of the most commonly used Shadow Pokemon. A fan favorite. I've used them plenty. I've used them plenty in the past, so I'm definitely cool. I'm definitely happy catching one. I don't think I'll be making it a habit of using her. I was after this, we gotta go buy more Pokeballs. One. Okay. Yeah, I don't think electric types can get paralyzed by electric type moves, but they can by other sources. Also, that animation's terrifying. Oh god, what did that animation look like on an Ursaring? Yeah. Gulpin's also a very unique poison type, being a more bulky and defensive option. Actually, I think I'm pretty sure I used one on my XD playthrough originally. Yeah, I did. Oh, yes, I did. I remember clearly now. I did have a Gulpin. Yeah, both attack with Shadow Blitz. Sadly, sadly for us, her ability is static. I mean, exactly that. But hey, we're all paralyzed, so our speeds are effectively back to normal. Mazel tov. Now very effective critical hit, 6 damage. That is great for us. And yeah, we can still keep affording these Shadow Blitz. They're not very effective. Which is honestly is very smart. Very smart. It's very smart in universe because it means if anyone decides to use Shadow Pokemon against them, they'll have a hard time. That also means they'll have a hard time controlling Shadow Pokemon since whatever. We defeated several P on the Yellow 6. I hate brats. And my weep has been caught and now in the PC. And that's all of them. What now? Nope, yeah. So once you defeat all of them, you can just go inside now. I think we want to go inside this one first. Because around here, maybe? Get some items. Super Potion. I love the music in this game. I'm gonna have to talk about it a bit more next time, though. Let's save. And 3 Pokeballs. Nice. Excuse me. Nope. Hey. Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 8. Waters, beware. There may be spiders among us. 6. Hey, look at that kid again. I love how I cannot keep the voices consistent. Yes. Here we have a PC and a portable healing machine. And fun fact, in the original Coliseum, you could only heal at Well, you can heal PCs, but you can only save at PCs. Wait. Oh yeah, now it's HD, we have to look really close to these monitors and see that they're actually all showing stuff on them. Like I think that's the outside. That's a gate we'll see later. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, cool. I love the little details. Yeah, and here we have Mareep. Weep, and I just realized all of them in the RIP box. Yeah, no, sadly, no. Well, thankfully, thankfully, they're not supposed to be here. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna move this. But yeah, I'm gonna move this box 2, and then move the RIP box to be the third one. Because well, given how many Pokemon are in this game, we're most definitely gonna fill up the first 2 boxes for sure. Well, the first box, well, not for sure, but we have a high chance of filling up the first box. Maybe the second. Unlikely the third. Alright. Overall, this seems like a perfectly good place to stop for tonight. I have to work in the morning, so I don't want to stay up too late. Yeah. Let me go grab some Pokeballs. And we'll head out. Next time on PokemonXD Gale of Darkness Nuzlocke. we will continue. We'll begin. We'll fully dive into our exploration of the once abandoned cipher laboratory. And hopefully catch every shadow Pokemon we come across, along with purifying many more that we have, or the ones that we have. I will say I'm allowed to, like, I don't know, maybe like walk around and try and purify Pokemon off camera, but I cannot like do the full process of it, like I'll say the final step of it for when I'm live. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and rest in peace, and sadly, rest in peace, Roxy, our first team member. I get it? No, like I thought I could get instead of them. Funny. Next time I have to make sure I can stream to YouTube. Maybe get a few more eyes on my content. But whatever. I'll see you guys next game. Bye bye.